like there is some people also who going through like mine, like facing difficulties for themselves, not only themselves but also the problems of the family, like especially like people who work far from home or abroad. What can you advise?
A lot of conflicts in families happen because people cannot let go of their pride, and most of all, they cannot understand a concept that's agree to disagree. It's okay to be on different sides as long as the family can continue to function. For example, with the in this example of Annette, she just couldn't accept that you wish to have your own independence and do things your way. She didn't have to agree with it, but she didn't have to get mad over it. She chose to separate herself from your life because she could not agree with you, and that is not her choice. You most certainly try to extend the olive branch and let them know, hey, it's like I'm more than willing to talk, but there's limitations, and you're gonna have to respect those. Those are my limitations. I respect yours, you respect mine. So, bottom line, learn to agree to disagree. That's an important lesson in life, and it can mend many bridges. If you can't solve the problem that day or that week or that month, save it for another time. Avoid the topic. Continue progressing through different things without running into any more issues. Clearly, you tried, I tried, a lot of people tried, and it didn't work out. So, what's the point of arguing about it if it's not going to get any better? Let's agree to disagree and continue as a family. Unfortunately, that only works if both sides are smart enough to agree to disagree. In Slovakia, we have a saying, mudrejší ustupí, meaning the smarter one will yield. In this case, you realized the conflict was going nowhere and you stepped out of it. Great. It caused a little heartache, but the conflict was indeterminately put on hold and it's not haunting you anymore as much as it used to. Marangana needs to do the same. And instead of asking others, hey, can you talk to her, or I'm not going to talk to her because of XYZ, how about switching our mindset to what can I do to fix this relationship? What can I do to continue? Yes, she has problems. We have ours. And those boundaries need to be respected. It's still the same family, so it's pointless to bicker over things. Sooner or later, the two sides will mend. The sooner the better. But it has to be with a mutual agreement that once again, there will be times where you have to agree to disagree. And that's just life.
What can you advise? You know me, right? You know what's going on my life, on myself. So what can you like advise to me? Like, like you know me. You know
Mm-hmm.
what's going on myself right now. Like if there is people like me, like how what's going on in my life, what can you advise to them?
Lift your chin and stop thinking that you're nobody because you're someone's somebody, and be proud of who you are. Don't settle for depression. Don't settle for things that drag you down. There's a whole Reddit page called Get Motivated that can give you tons of advice. Don't think you are less. Don't think you're any less than you should be. Get out there, pursue your goal. Don't take it one giant goal at a time. Do it slowly, step by step. If you have to accomplish 5 things to reach your goal, focus on one at a time. But whatever you do, do not settle for what others say to put you down. There was a saying I heard once, and I'm not sure if I remember it correctly, but it was something along the lines of, don't listen to people who you wouldn't take advice from. I probably got that wrong, but it kind of says, in life you'll have people that are against you. There'll be people who'll be against you for many reasons. Jealousy, views, beliefs, things they have or don't have. But this is not about them. This is about you. I heard another saying, an entire ocean cannot sink a ship as long as the ship is intact, as long as the water doesn't go inside. Be that ship. Don't let the water inside of the water is bad. You can float on the ocean. You can be surrounded by misery, but it's up to you to accept that misery. So don't accept it. Stand above it. Look at the positive. Don't look at the negative. There'll always be plenty of negative. Look at the positive. Surround yourself with it. Focus on your goals. If you're young, focus on studying. You will want that education because it will lead to a better path in life. If you're struggling or abusive relationship, get out. Postponing it will not do you any good. There's many places to get help. If you're looking for advice, just feeling better, Reddit page, Get Motivated, or subreddit, or whatever it's called. There are plenty of good quotes that'll spur you up and make you feel strong. But step one is, gotta lift that chin. Gotta accept that you're worth more than you think you are. Clearly, if you're watching this, and if you're in a position where your life is a doom and gloom, you know what it's like. You've been there. Now how about you go beyond that and look where you haven't been, and that's a success. Path to success isn't always a straight line. As a matter of fact, success is built on a multitude of failures. You forget the failures, but don't forget the lesson.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my love.